What is up, everyone? I've been wanting to do this video for a while. A few months ago, I tried to do it, but as I explained in my vlog, the trip to the park video, when I was filming this, I had a whole lot of fucking trouble where it said, "You have run out of space." Well, wait a minute, I don't even have that many clips. What the fuck are you talking about, phone? So yeah, that happened, but we're giving this another try, and this is going to be in parts, because this is my updated 2019, and sorry for the zit on my nose, something you'll just have to deal with. Updated DVD Blu-ray collection of 2019. You get this, and this, and this, and this. Sorry for that weird edit there, but we'll be starting off here. These are just some blank cases. I got the first Avengers, which I don't mind. A whole lot better than the fucking shit that comes out of the MCU today. Pirates of the Caribbean, Black Pearl. Wait, yeah, Curse of the Black Pearl. Got Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, which is a time waster for me. I've seen much worse. It's just a harmless film. I've seen much worse. And Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Would love to actually get the Blu-ray set of those films, because I do enjoy those series. Now we get to our TV series. I love this show. I have to do a rant video on this because this has been pissing me off. I only have the first 2 seasons. I will buy the other seasons, but I love this show. Miami Vice, Season 1. Really good show. Rockstar was inspired for this for Vice City, as I pointed out in my Let's Play. Stupid fucking Universal put this set on 2 double-sided discs. And now I can't watch 2 of the episodes. So, fuck you, Universal. You lazy bastards. But the show itself is amazing. Love the iconic pool scene in Season 1. I'm still watching through this, and the great episode that's very iconic, The Great McCarthy. And so I go insane like I always do. And the scene with In the Air Tonight playing. I still have to finish this. I still got a ways to go, but I am almost done with it. And you got music from U2, Phil Collins, Elvis Presley, Peter Gabriel, Eric Clapton, Tina Turner, the What's Love Got to Do, and The Police, In Excess, Glenn Frey. Really, really great show. And Season 2. These are the only 2 seasons I have right now for Miami Vice, but I will definitely pick up more. This is one of my favorite shows. Sorry again for the weird edit in this first part, but next up, we got a few other TV shows. We got the Deadzone Season 1 and Season 4. Only 2 seasons I have, but I do really enjoy this show. Anthony Michael Hall's really good on this show. Really, really good. Oh, crap. And I haven't watched much of this, but Nightmare and Dreamscapes, the story of Stephen King. Alright. We got the only season I have, and I really enjoy this show. Johnny Bravo, Season 1. This show's a classic. It's really funny. Great voice acting. Really love Johnny Bravo. It's definitely one. What the fuck is the voice actor name for Johnny Bravo? If somebody can leave it down in the comments, I know the voice. It's Jeff Bennett, is it? Jeff Bennett's the one who voices Johnny Bravo. If somebody who watches this, leave it down in the comments. I think it's Jeff Bennett. I would look it up, but I don't want to cut right now. But I love Johnny Bravo. It's a classic cartoon. Definitely one I recommend. I definitely will pick up the other seasons. And my best friend, Ruby, who I know will watch this, got me this last year for my birthday, and that is Mad Max Fury Road, a really good film. the Road Warrior, which I have that separately over here, and Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, which, hey, is very nice. It's my best friend, after all, so I love her for giving me this. Thank you. But yeah, really enjoy Fury Road and really enjoy the Road Warrior. They have this stupid shit where it's on 2 double-sided discs. Like, what the fuck is it with companies that they're so fucking lazy they can't even put them on their own disc? Like, is it really that hard? Fucking Warner Brothers and fucking thing won't shut. But yeah, really enjoy the Road Warrior, and I definitely do enjoy Fury Road. Both really good films. And these are, I definitely want to rebuy these one day. But I had the original Friday the 13th, but I traded those in and I showed those in my old video. But I have Jason Goes to Hell, which I think is a time waster. I don't think it's as bad as people say, but it's not one I rewatch. It's just kind of not that memorable. There's good gore, but that's pretty much it. It's just good gore. I really love the commentary with Adam Marcus and Dean Lorre. That's a really fun commentary. But this film, it's just a time waster in my opinion. I don't think it's as bad as people say, but I don't love it. Now this I think is underrated. I love Jason X. I've always loved Jason X. I've never understood the hate for it. Oh, it's too silly. This is like Friday the 13th Part 10, and this was 2000. I think it was 2002 this came out. Yeah, 2002 when this came out. Wait. Yeah, it says 2002 on this DVD, so I'm going to just say it's 2002. This is something different. I don't expect it to be the same thing, and I love the idea of Jason in space. You have cool kills, like when he freezes the girl's face in the I think it's nitrogen. Yeah, I think it's nitrogen, and busts off her face. That scene is brutal. Or the scene whenever it's in like a fake camp, and it kind of does that callback to Part 7 with the sleeping bag. That's actually a fun kill, and I love the idea of it taken in space. I've never understood the hate for Jason X. I've always enjoyed this film. And Freddy vs. Jason, which I haven't seen this in a long time, so I can't really give much an opinion. I remember liking this film a lot, but I'd have to see it again to really give an opinion. But leave a comment down below what you guys think of Freddy vs. Jason. I definitely don't think you could do this today because Hollywood would fuck it up. This came out in 2003. Whenever this came out. Yeah, 2003, I remember. Well, I was around then, but I wasn't alive enough to remember it. But, yeah. Don't mind this film. But I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't really give my full opinion. Now I have the Nightmare on Elm Street films, which I have 5, which I think is a piece of fucking shit. And New Nightmare over here. I'll talk about those later. Sorry, I got interrupted. But as I was saying, 5's a piece of shit of this series. I love New Nightmare. And I would love to get the Blu-ray set of these films one day. But I'm saving money right now to see Nick in New Jersey. But I got Part 1, classic. Part 2, which I think is underrated. Part 3, which is a classic. Great sequel. Definitely one of my favorites. Part 4, which I fucking hate it. Why is it that people who trade in DVDs always have to write on it? Like, oh wait, I gotta write on it so I don't lose it. Well, why the fuck did you trade it in the first place? I will never understand stuff like that. And we got this box set of The Lost Boys, which I have on Blu-ray over here, and I reviewed that film. That is my favorite vampire film of all time, The Lost Boys. I love The Lost Boys. The Tribe, which is an okay sequel. The Thirst, I haven't seen it in a while, and I wasn't a big fan of Queen of the Damned. But I love The Lost Boys. Classic movie. If you want to see my thoughts on The Lost Boys, watch my review of it. Really good movie. Now we get to another TV show, and one that I showed in my box set, and now we're going to get to my favorite trilogy of all time. John Wick is a close second, as a close tie with this, but I love this series. I will review this series, and that is The Matrix. I'm a huge fan of Keanu Reeves. I love the guy. I think he's a fantastic actor. He seems like a really nice guy in public. He seems like a genuinely good guy. I want to try that Cyberpunk game he's in. But I have John Wick. Loved the movie when I saw it. I saw 2 in the theater, and I saw 3 in the theater. Both were fucking amazing. And whenever I get 3 on Blu-ray, I will do a review of it. But I got The Matrix, which came out the year I was born, 1999. Classic film. It gets an 8.7 on IMDb, which it deserves that rating. I love the themes that it goes into, and you also have Joe Pantoliano, who's in The Sopranos. He's in The Sopranos. He's a bad guy in this, and he plays Joey Leone in GTA 3. And you have Carrie-Anne Moss. You also have Hugo Weaving, who's a great villain. And it's directed by the Wachowskis, who did fantastic. And you have this nice effect on the box set up front. Great film, The Matrix. And it looks fantastic on Blu-ray. If you're a fan of sci-fi, I'd recommend this. If you're a fan of action films, which, fun fact, the video game Max Payne was actually inspired by this. And this was also inspired by John Woo. And another fun fact, last year at Halloween when I was at Ruby's party, my best friend Ruby, I dressed up as Neo. I will proudly say I dressed up as Neo. One of the best decisions I ever made, but I love The Matrix. If you have not seen it, get off your ass. It's been 20 years. Give it a look. Now we get to the sequels, which are criminally underrated. Matrix Reloaded. I do not get the hate the sequels have. Yes, they're very talky at times. The first one is the best. But the sequels are not that bad. They don't deserve the shit it gets. Like, fuck. There are worse sequels out there. Like, what? RoboCop 3. There's Alien 3. There's fucking, there's Halloween 5. There's Halloween 2. Now, personally, I don't hate Halloween 5, but I just think it's a time waster. There are worse sequels. I love this film from the bottom of my heart. I love the shootouts. I love the scene whenever they're in the area with the villain, and then Keanu does all those kung fu moves. The shootout when they're driving on the highway. And I love this scene here when Carrie-Anne Moss, Trinity, just jumps out of the building. Fucking badass. And I can't check my battery life, so if this dies, I apologize. But love The Matrix. Reloaded. And Revolutions, which, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm back. I fucking forget the guy's name again, but the actor... Fuck it, I'm just gonna bring this with me while I look at it. Give me a second, guys. But, fun fact, in Season 5, you also had C. Thomas Howell in it. He played Kim Bauer's boyfriend. He was really good in it. It's always nice to see C. Thomas Howell. He's a good actor. I'm trying to look up the guy who played Jack Bauer's father. Let's see here. That's fucking right. James Cromwell plays Jack's father, and there's a scene where he's torturing Paul McCrane, and he actually kills him in a pretty brutal way where he stabs him with a needle. Pretty brutal death. Really good season. I think it's underrated. I don't think it's the worst season. I consider it the lowest, but there are a lot of high points in this season. Jack Bauer's still in character. Chang's pretty fucking brutal. I love the shootouts. Great season. Definitely will recommend it if you're a fan of the show. At least give it a look. Now, you had a hiatus. Season 6 was filmed in early 2007 and finished late 2007. And in the beginning, unfortunately, Season 7 here was filmed early 2007, but it was put on hiatus. Stupid fucking broken case. Was put on hiatus because, unfortunately, at the time, Kiefer Sutherland got into a DUI accident, so he was in trouble with that, so they had to postpone the filming. And the writer's strike at the time, and also Bob Gunton, he comes into play in these seasons. Bob Gunton's a great actor too. You see him here. Really, really good season. This probably would be my favorite season because it's intense. You get introduced to Renee Walker, she's fantastic. You also have people like Tony comes back in this season, who he comes back as a villain. You figure out why. I won't spoil why. Bill Buchanan comes back, and what happens is Bauer is basically testifying in front of the Senate committee for what's happened in the CTU. And fun fact, one of those senators is played by Kurtwood Smith. It's always nice to see Kurtwood Smith in this. Yeah, Bob Gunton. So the other actors you have is Cherry Jones plays the president, and one of the only times you've seen a female president. Just saying. They also have Annie Wershing. I'm just gonna check again for the other actors, so bear with me a second, guys. Alright, after this, I'm gonna be done because it is currently 12:09 in the morning, and I need to get to sleep before I go to work. But classic show, my favorite, great ending, love this show. It will always be my favorite series. Now we have this, and then in the next part, I'll get this shelf, then this shelf, then this shelf. We got Fox. When you actually put in effort, or did put in effort with your box sets, you did great. Not on every single thing, but when you actually, DVD companies, when you put effort in your DVD sets, when you actually try, you do a good job. Like the Alien Quadrilogy. This is a great set. It opens up like a booklet. Talks about that when Alien was released in theaters in 1979, the world was introduced into one of the most terrifying monsters in motion picture history. One of the most popular movie franchises of all time. Equal parts horror, sci-fi, psychological thriller. The Alien movies raised all three genres to a bold new level. I definitely agree. Now, for the first time, when this was released at least, the Alien Anthology collection combines all four movies with the totally immersive Murpher mode. Don't know much about it. So you can follow the action and relieve the excitement in a whole new way. You got Alien, which is a classic. My favorite Ridley Scott film. Fuck Prometheus and fuck Alien Covenant. Got this gun. The classic sequel, Aliens. Great film. Great director's cut. A slow burn that works. Great cast. Get away from her, you bitch! This time, it's war. I will review these first four films. I'm not going to review any others. I'm just going to only review the first four. Classic thing. Even though the first two are pretty much the only ones that are going to be reviews. And this piece of shit, Alien 3, fucking boring film, fucking shitty writing, shitty thing with killing off the characters. Fuck Alien 3. Fucking boring film. And Resurrection. But at least the features are good. The features are good, at least. You got the making of Anthology, which has documentaries on it, basically. Talks about the enhancement. You have the Anthology Archives, which talks about secrets. Talks about collections and artifacts. When you actually put in effort, DVD companies, when you actually try, you do really good on your sets. This is one of my favorite box sets, the Alien Anthology. One day I will review these films. Got the Back to the Future films, which classic films. I don't really need the Blu-ray set. This set's fine enough. It has enough features. Classic films. These films really speak for themselves. One day I'm going to do a review on these films too. Another great trilogy, Back to the Future. Party of Five, which this is a show my parents showed me, and back in the day I used to not take care of my DVDs as well, so it's quite ripped here. But yeah, Party of Five. Definitely need to give this another look. Show I haven't seen, but it's in here. It's probably my parents'. It's not really mine, but it's the OC and Friday Night Lights. Shows I haven't seen, but they're in here. Maybe I'll give them a look one day. And now, these are the only 2 seasons of The Simpsons I have. Fuck you, James L. Brooks, and fuck you, Matt Groening, for banning Stark Raving Dad. Oh my god, but the allegations of Michael Jackson, we basically had to ban it. No, you fucking didn't. Don't ever give me that bullshit, because on that documentary, the people admitted it was bullshit. The fucking people accusing him with that shit admitted it was fake. So, and besides, banning the episode doesn't make what happened go away. So, fuck you, Matt Groening, and fuck you, James L. Brooks, fuck you, Disney, and fuck you, Fox. So now I'm gonna have to fucking pay probably an arm and a leg for season 3. So, that's fucking great. But I love The Simpsons. It's another childhood favorite of mine. The only seasons I have right now are season 4. Great season. One of my favorites, which it was cheaper to... This is normally in the Homer headset, but it was cheaper to buy it like this. So, season 6. You have a lot of great episodes. I'll name some of them here. Like you got Bar of Darkness, that's a Rear Window parody. Lisa's Rival, that's a fun one. Another Simpsons clip show, which is, Itchy and Scratchy Land, that's a fun one. Judge Bob Roberts, which in today's political environment, that's a lot of fun to watch. Treehouse of Horror, that's fun. Bar's Girlfriend is interesting. Homer Badman, Mr. Enter reviewed it, and he really said it best on on this episode, Homer Badman, that it's pretty much a fucking documentary today with all the people who get accused of sexual assault. Homer Badman might as well be a documentary. Let's be honest. I love this episode, Grandpa versus the sexual indecency. That's one of my favorite episodes. I love Homer the Great. That probably might be my favorite Simpsons episode, is Homer the Great. And also Lisa's First Word, and Mother Simpson. Those would be some of my favorite episodes. Maggie Makes 3. I love The Simpsons. I love Bart. Love this episode too, which is one of the fan favorites. Bart versus Australia. This one's also fun. Homer versus Patty and Selma. A Star is Burns. Just a really, really good season 6. It's definitely one of my favorites. Got Lisa's Wedding, which is pretty... It's a great episode, but it is pretty sad. 2 and a Dozen Greyhounds. The PTA disbands. Crown Springfield. We're almost to Who Shot Mr. Burns. But I would love to pick up the other seasons. I'm not going to buy all seasons. I just need like the first 8 seasons at most, and then I'm okay. But I love The Simpsons. Fuck you again to the creators for banning Stark Raving Dad. The reason they banned it is fucking bullshit. Now you're going to have to pay an arm and a leg because it's not going to go away, because people who have the DVD, they're going to re-upload the episode. And like I said before, just because you fucking banned it doesn't make the shit go away. It's like closing your eyes, say, yep, I'm not there, it's not there, I can't hear you. It doesn't fucking go away. So that was fucking stupid. But that is it. This is part 1. I will re-edit this tomorrow because it is currently July 1st. Now it's 12:17 in the morning. So I need to get some sleep. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I'll edit this in the morning. And then you'll see more of my collection. So, thank you guys for watching. And bye-bye.